The beauty of India. Unity in diversity speaks of the beauty of India, earlier known as Bharat, and again seems all out to awaken its cultural ethos and restore its glory with its philosophy to enlighten the people and civilizations across the world. Unity in diversity is not just a phrase in three words, but a metaphor for a country which is extraordinarily rich in its culture and legacy. The land conveys the message that it stands on the global stage, smiling proudly as a result of its vibrant and distinct culture. Long known for its customs of hospitality, from the time of the Mauryas, Cholas, and Mughals through the British Empire, the country stands out in the global community because of the warmth in its interactions and joy in its festivities. The country's vibrant culture is due to the blending of religions, festivals, food, art, dance, music, and countless other fields. Everything in this glorious land of gods is special, from the culture and the ideals to the customs, ceremonies, and countless varieties that mark a distinct identity of a culturally rich nation. Bharat, or India, stretches from Jammu and Kashmir in the north to Kanyakumari down south, and from the Sea of Gujarat in the west to the hills of Assam in the east. With thousands of languages spoken in different regions, Hindi and English continue to be accepted as the popular languages that keep the nation growing. Internet and information technology have revolutionized the pace of progress along modern lines, and lately the nation has successfully accomplished its Chandrayaan mission to the moon that has delighted people all over the world. Bharat has shaped minds, anchored identities, influenced beliefs, and made Indians realize their true identity. The country is simply amazing, a country that people from different corners of the world not only visit for the sights, but for spiritual insights into human existence also. Of late, this country has been hailed for its most technically ambitious and innovative nuclear energy program in the world. The revolutionary concept of zero emerged from this country thousands of years ago, a country that goes deep into your heart to stay there forever. Martin Luther King Jr. reflected that he might go to countries as tourists, but to Bharat he came as a pilgrim. How interestingly, the American writer Mark Twain remarked that India had 2 million gods and Indians worshipped them all, but all other countries were bankrupt and India was the only millionaire. To James Watkins, a filmmaker, filming in India was very special as the noise and the sensory overload was really wonderful, with a new world opening up to him, and being able to capture them all was incredible. How beautifully one Indian writer on the global stage observes when he says that India lives in several countries at the same time. The beauty of its acceptance of multiple cultures of the countries dotting the different parts of the globe. Someone has well said that the world is a body and India is life. India has had a long, unbroken tradition of non-violence. The great thinker and writer Leo Tolstoy hailed India as a nursery of the great faiths of the world. True to its spirit, the most valuable materials in the history of man are treasured in India. Indian culture is full of unique customs and traditions and have largely come from ancient Indian sculptures. When meeting anyone, Indians place their palms together in prayer pose and make a slight bow saying Namaste or namaskar, which means I bow to the divine in you. They treat guests as God and believe in the Sanskrit slogan coming from the scriptures that says Atithi Devo Bhava, which means guest is God. Joint family commonly operates in India. Now, this is a system where all family members live together, but because of urbanization, job compulsions, and economic necessity, nuclear families are coming up with hardly any solution in sight. However, the close knit family members continue to meet occasionally and share their joy. As India opened up to the world, there came a revolutionary transformation in India, and the nation began to witness the arrival of the latest commodities and gadgets in Indian market. And a beautiful blend of Indian and Western culture began to show everywhere across the country. The work culture around, too, a big leap. Yes, it was a big leap, and Indian companies began to compete with the companies that carried brand entity across the globe. Young boys and girls began to sport the mix of Western and Indian apparel, with internet facilitating the trend and adding new meaning and color to life. As before, India willingly accepted the changes and adopted what the people felt could add smiling, shining colors to their lifestyle and culture. Today, you get multiple food items dotting the streets of small towns, cities, and the glittering metros in India. Nowhere across the world one can find such countless varieties that have begun to define the diverse culture and lifestyle of India, which has been the result of sticking to its cultural values and maintaining its originality, adopting all good that could contribute to its continuous growth. India has always continued to move ahead dynamically, sometimes slow, sometimes fast, but always energizing itself to continue to be on the go. With so many religious faiths, thousands of languages spoken in different parts of the nation, people dancing so differently in every corner, the nation stands out and strikes its presence prominently on the world stage. The country gained independence after over 200 years of British rule and lost countless lives, with the pages of history spilling blood of the people for whom their motherland was far more important than their life. Dying to them was rebirth to see their nation free. Savitri Devi has so interestingly observed, Europe is merely powerful, but India is beautiful. And Raymond Page finds that waking up in India is like waking up to life itself. Thank you.